Okay. Okay.
I have to restart to
So,
watch stream. What's happening?
oh, no problem.
Like, I can't stream with audio in a browser, but I can't watch streams in the desktop app. It's
What?
fine.
Why? What?
Something about like Linux and a specific video encoder that doesn't have support.
Okay. Well, surely they know about that, right? Surely Discord will patch that. So you said you were having issues with, like, specifically you want to go over the dying a lot thing, right?
Um, that and also like ult usage,
Mm,
because in the Lijiang game that went pretty well. I used my ult to just like win 1v1s if needed,
yeah.
so I didn't die. And in this game, I think my ult usage was just really bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, just in the current state of the game, you have to use Genji ult opportunistically. And, like, obviously, like, the biggest opportunity would be just getting a nano. Oh my god, that's a horror game. Oh, you're on the platform. So you can't contest that. So you got one of two things you can do, which is try and be him and completely contest. Wow, you're trying to be him. That's insanity that you ever found that. How did you find that? Did she just open peek your Mauga and then die and then fly back there? And
I
she
think so,
did.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's just like, you have no right getting away with it. I was gonna say your two options are, like, you could try and go for the one shot on the Pharah, but that's like way risky. Or what you could do is you could play to, like, poke out the Sigma Kiri down main, and then when the fight starts opening up, then you can try and find a pick. But you find this, so crazy. Nice job. I think you went for the dash a little early on her,
Mhm.
just because, like, she's full. You have no info on her. So this is one of those moments where, like, you should poke, because you can kill her if you just hit, like, even two of your shuriken on a left click volley. But by insta dashing, you're putting yourself in danger of just getting, like, blown up by a far point blank rocket.
Mhm.
So, like, whenever you take a fight and whenever you're in, like, a matchup with someone, you think about how they're gonna kill you. Like, you're really lethal at close range. That's a given for Genji, but you need to be understanding how they are gonna kill you if you take a fight immediately on top of them.
Mhm. I think my thought process for insta dashing was that like at that distance, if I like want to like left click her or just like shoot anything at all, I just lose
Hmm.
because I feel like she just hit me with a
What was that
rocket
poll?
way more
I
easily.
don't know. Well, so the thing is, like, if you go for a left click, like, if you're gonna commit your dash anyways, you can go for a left click to make it so she's potentially killable. But if you're low, then you can just dash out. And it's the same result, right? But the first option gives you the opportunity to kill the far if you hit any of your left click. The second option is going to be kind of a gamble.
Yeah, I think I see that because I did get hit anyway.
Yeah. It's just about, like, kind of waiting and seeing and making decisions based on all the information you have. You're better, just good. Okay, but so
That was crazy.
we know there's a Far Mercy. We know that's going to be really hard to directly contest. The Sigma's also having a really hard time contesting you. You find the Tracer, right? You're better. You're so much better, right? There's nothing stopping you from starting to take the wrap. Like, that's really the only person who's going to contest you on an off angle, and you have all of your cooldowns. So why peek back out and show them that there's a Genji here? Because then they're going to be aware of your dash distance, right? So here, you just demolish her. You're better. You're the better flex DPS. And then you go, hi, guys, be afraid of me. When you could start taking this wrap, and if they don't see you, look how you can potentially finish this. If you get close without her seeing you, you could start hitting her. If she gets poked out by a Zen or a Mauga or anything, you could just right click the Sigma from behind, and when they turn on you, you just dash to your team. So you get a lot more options if you start taking a wrap. And if they notice you on the wrap, you know what you do? You just leave. You have your deflect, you have your dash. They can't really force you out of here unless they start chasing you. And even if they do chase you, you can just leave. So there's no reason for you to not start wrapping to take a better angle to make a play here. Another thing is that, like, even like wrapping, obviously flanking feels like the really aggressive play, but actually wrapping gets you out of all of their LOS. So you're much less likely to die randomly if you start taking the wrap. Because here they're going to be like, oh, look, Genji, and they're going to shoot you.
Mhm.
Like, look, if you were here, That's free. Boom. Take the dash reset and the mercy, you know? Or you kill the Pharah and then you just you wait and you check. Remember we talked about the flow chart. First step, stage. So you did it. You staged and you made a play. Second step, make a play. So you staged over here, you made the play, you demolished the tracer, and then the third step, you check if you can stay in or if you should get out. You're kind of in a fine location here. And then the fourth step is you do it all over again. So you should restage from here. Then you could find a play. Then you could reassess. And then you can either get out or like go back in on Kiri or Sig. So you should just be constantly rinse repeating that flowchart.
I did not even think of that. I think I am skipping step 3 constantly.
Yeah, yeah. And so like you made the play on the tracer, and then so you didn't check like what else you can do. Yeah, and the Reaper does the wrap, and look, he finds it. So it's the same concept. And see how even if you skip step 3, like step 4 is do it all over again. But like, what play are you staging for by just coming back here? Technically, you weren't even that well staged for a play just here, besides poking the Sigma. So I guess you could play to poke the Sigma again, but see how far away you are from him? You're not actually going to be able to do that right now.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you follow it and you stage for your next play, the conclusion to come to is like, oh, you can just either dash from main or poke the Sigma or keep wrapping. But you're playing really far back, so you can actually do neither from here. And like you have all your cooldowns, right? That's ambitious. That's real ambitious. So same idea, right? Remember how we talked about we know how to kill people on Genji, but we need to start thinking about how they can kill you. Do we have any info on this Sig rock? Okay, he rocked Mauga literally just then. Yeah, okay. He rocked here. This is too close. I don't know the exact cooldown. I think it's like 8 seconds. Ooh. Wow, he doesn't have him. You take the dash. You're so lucky because he could just, if he does, he just rocks you. I don't know the exact cooldown on rock. I think it's like 8 to 10 seconds. But yeah, he could have just demolished you if he had rock, especially after you took the Pharah rocket.
Mm-hmm.
This is all fine. You should just not commit to making a play. He poked you, so be careful. Same thing. You should restage for your next play. Seems like your next play is maybe marking a tracer that shows up. You tried. That's chill. Oh, Reaper's here with you too. This tracer is screwed in so many ways. Yeah, you just kind of didn't check your HP when you were chasing her.
I like could have dashed out to main.
Well, you didn't check your HP, so she got you to 95 and you kept chasing her. But the question is, like, what do you achieve here? So you just burned your deflect, and Reaper is clearly going to force this tracer out, right? So, like, what do you achieve by continuing to chase the tracer here?
Not much.
Yeah, like you may, if your play was sit here to force or kill tracer, I get that you just got too fixated on killing the tracer part, but forcing her is good enough. You forced her out the off angle, so now you need your brain needs to go through the flowchart again and be like,
oh,
what next?
Like that off angle.
Yeah, like you can either play here, you can actually just chill here and peek main, and then like play again for this off angle. You're low HP, so you need to make sure that you don't like peek and die. So chasing the tracer is just kind of like really high risk for kind of a little reward, especially because you're down deflect. Kind of a panic dash, but fitting.
There, like, if the tracer recall, they could have like just camped recall.
Yeah. Yeah, like you could have just sat up here. Like if Reaper forces the tracer out, you still have your dash, and if the recall comes out, you can just right-click dash her. She dies. And if the Pharah peeks you, like let's say the Pharah is thinking about the fact you're in here, if the Pharah peeks you while you're camping like this, then you just leave. You dash out and you get out. So you're down to your cooldowns, which means you need to restage, recall force. Big. You're better. Reassess. She's trolling. Cool. Next. Cool. So like Genji is kind of the prime example of doing a really quick reassessment before you do the next thing, because you get dash resets. A lot of other characters, they don't have the cooldowns to be able to keep having cooldowns over and over again. But on Genji, that reassessment is really, really critical because you get a cooldown you get to use every time you find a pick. What is she doing? Kill her. Nice. You're better. Cool. and now you reassess. Oh, but you didn't think about the res. Why didn't you think about the res? It's a mercy. So what are you
Realized
scared
that
of
too
here?
late.
Yeah, but you like leave, right? So like you kill the Soj. Okay. What are you resetting to, right? Like if you're going all the way over here, like what's the play? There's I from in my brain, there's no reason not to just sit here on this corner and then reassess from here. But like you're
Mhm.
leaving for what, you know?
I think it's
Especially
like
because
a
this
bad
Mercy is
combination.
like so much worse than you. I don't know why she went for this when she just saw her Sojourn get demolished.
I think it's like a bad combination of like trying to play too safe in some cases and then like doing the complete opposite in like cases where I should not
Yeah.
play like risky.
Yep. Yep. And that's
'Cause I think
all
that
derived from knowing exactly how the people on the enemy team are going to kill you.
mhm,
And so you're not thinking enough about how they're going to kill you. You just keep going, how am I going to kill them? And then sometimes you blow up and you go, ooh, I guess that just means I need to play safer. But like more so than just playing safer, you need to think about what specifically killed you and how to avoid that specific thing next time. And the more you get better at that, the more you start limit testing and the less you just die randomly.
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
so like it's you already have you've played Genji enough to know how to kill people. Like
Hopefully.
there's no issue with that. You just need to think about how you get killed when you're playing Genji now.
Mhm.
So yeah, like especially like it feels like you process the res, but you still don't go to like contest it or anything. At the very least, if you aren't going to contest it, right, you should look somewhere else. Because like if you
Mhm.
see a resing and you're not going to contest it, you know that nothing's going to happen over here for the next like 2 seconds. So like look somewhere else for like half a second. Instead, you're staring at the res like, ooh, I really want to get it. I really want to get it. While you're backing out, oh, I really want to get the res. I really want to get the res, but you're running away from it. You know. So you kind of have to just commit to, am I going to contest this res or not? And if not, then look away from it and look for something else. Instead of getting jump scared by a Sigma.
Mhm.
Good try, but she's out of your range. Did, you're so lucky. Oh, did you hit this? Oh,
I did
okay.
not, sadly.
You're so lucky actually. So A, like you're not in range of the Pharah. So like she goes for barrage. Like you know you're not in dash range here. So like instead of dash right click, why not just left click her and then go for dash right click to finish?
I have a kind of bad habit that if someone's really long range, I can only hit right clicks for some reason.
Even the basically stationary Pharah.
Yeah.
This is the second Genji player I've coached that literally can't hit someone who's standing still. You just have to put your mouse on her and left click. You'd hit her right now. The same way you aim your dash at her, just aim your left click.
Oh.
She's not moving. Like even if you miss a shortcut, it's fine, but it's like it's better than nothing. She's not moving. You know, like if
Right,
you left
right.
click like there, she's there. You would have hit the left click, and then you could have potentially looked for like a right click finish through here, like a dash right click through here
Mhm.
instead of dashing so early. And then you're super lucky because you get a dash reset off the Sigma that you tickled a little bit, but you still don't get the Vara because you're burning your dashes in a bad way. Oh my god, the Kiriko teleported to her. She's not really your job. This is really greedy. So once again, so remember how we talked about how you're not thinking about how she's going to kill you? You're just going, oh, if I hit right click dash right click, she dies. But what if you hit right click dash and then she flies away from you? Now what do you do?
Um, I think I tried to get the health pack at some point,
How do you even
and
make it? Oh, through
it's
with
kind
deflect,
of
but
just a
like
bad situation that I committed everything.
yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not thinking about how she can kill you because the answer of how she
Yeah.
can kill you is if you commit everything and don't kill her,
Oh,
or if you
right.
commit everything and you don't put her to 1 HP. That's kind of what I mean. But like,
I, I do
Aura.
it just to get the kill in this example.
I need you. You need to be a feature guest on the TikTok. What happens next? He dash right clicks and kills the Pharah. He blades the Pharah alone. The Pharah gets away. or he dashes in and dies to the Pharah. You'll never guess what he does. Why?
Um. Okay, I think my thought process is that like I could dash in, I could maybe get deflect. There's a small chance that I will die.
Okay.
Versus I go in, I play. There's a 100% chance the Pharah dies, and I
Really,
don't.
really good thought process. Except. Now, I'm going to blow your mind with this one. Overwatch players don't know about this tech, all right? It's
Mhm.
called Occam's Razor. It's called the Path of Least Resistance. She's in a tiny room. Why don't you just wait? If you really want to kill her, just wait 2 seconds. If she starts going up the stairs, you wall climb up and meet her. If she doesn't, you wait 2 seconds, then you dash right click her and get your deflect.
Mhm.
So like you already went through like, oh, I maybe get my deflect. You know how you guarantee you get your deflect? You just don't go in there until you get your deflect.
Yeah. Oh, also
And
for
then,
especially for reassessing.
mhm.
Oh, sorry.
No, keep going. What's your question?
Wasn't there? Didn't the TP? Didn't the carry like TP
Yeah, I
her?
don't know where she TP'd back afterwards, I guess.
Oh.
She TP'd to her, and then you fought her for a little bit, and she went, I'm bouncing. And I guess she TP'd through the wall. I don't know how she made it out, though, considering the TP range. Oh, what? Did she just run it? This is another reason why tunneling is bad. The Kiriko just walks past you and then leaves. How did she get away with this?
I see the importance of step 3
Yeah.
once again.
Looking around is the most broken ability in the game. Dude, I'm telling you, the Kahoot needs to happen. What happens next? She dies. She walks through the entire enemy team back to her team and lives. Uh, the Pharah kills 3, or the Kiri kills 3. You'll never guess what happens now.
So
Like,
far up here too.
how does she get away with this? She's not even looking at you, by the
I
way.
know I saw the carry, but I just like really tunneled on the Pharah.
Yeah, this character's in an okay state. I can't think of a single other character that lives like that there. Maybe Doom if he's literally no, I think he still dies when he comes up. That's crazy. But yeah, reassessing, very good. So you technically started doing it, but then you made the wrong decision because you assumed that you can't. Again, you overcomplicated it. You didn't do Occam's Razor. You can literally just wait 2 seconds if you really want your deflect instead of dash right clicking and going for the blade. You found her. You got her. And now your team's even. You've just committed blade for Valk. Oh, she's won. Almost got her. Nice job. I like that you're chilling. Still luxing. Okay. You missed, I guess.
I really like around here my Mauga just like
This is good.
completely died.
Oh! You rushed it. Yeah, I don't know where your mount got. Did you just run away?
I think
No,
it
he's
was like
still
the fight
there.
after this. He just like
Okay.
leaves.
So this, very good. Very good. You're overcomplicating your movement. Why jump? Why not just match the Mercy movement, put your crosshair on her head, and right-click melee her? Literally 0 people looking at you. What is the jump for?
The jump is just like a bad habit I just spent.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one thing. Then
And it's
boom,
like
you find the
better to like
Mercy.
try and get like headshots a bit easier if I'm like slightly above them.
Well, let's see. Did you counter strafe your jump?
And it's also for like if I
No.
dash.
So you,
Oh,
but what I'm saying is you right clicked and then you jumped as you were right clicking into her body instead of again. What I'm saying is like you can just literally wait half a second and put your crosshair on her head, even if you are jumping. You know. But I think you just kind of rush yourself. So you hit right click, and then you really rush your dash. Do you even hit her? You do hit her.
oh,
Ah, you did hit her.
with the
But like
workings like
again,
don't
yeah.
at all.
And another thing is that like yeah, you can like again you're rushing. Right click.
Melee.
You don't even need. You can melee. Do you need the dash yet? Who's looking at you? So like you're rushing your dash, your right click dash because of her movement when you can just play it slow because you have literally every cooldown. And if they look at you, you know what you can do? You can deflect into her. Free dash, you know?
Mhm.
But now you have nothing, and you are now the Genji in the middle of nowhere with no cooldowns. Just because you rushed it.
Mhm.
It is a little bit unlucky she didn't die to that right click dash, but it's because of the principle, because you rushed it.
Yeah.
Like, really, all you need to do is make this game more of a thinking man's game of how do they kill me, and do I need to rush this? And most of the time, so my exact point was just manifested to me. If I took away everyone's names, right, and I showed you this screenshot, and I said, if Genji dashed in here, does he die? What's your answer?
Yes.
So why
I
did
think
you
this
do
entire
it?
time I was like, have the touch and just maybe I get a kill and reset. Like,
Okay, same thing. Occam's razor. Why do you have
mhm.
to touch?
I don't.
Yeah. If you touch, do you win the
I
fight?
probably shouldn't.
Actually, yeah. If Genji dashes in here, does Genji win the fight?
Um, sadly, likely not.
Yeah, sadly no. So you don't need. So then, why is it like? What's the point of the touch then, right? If you touch and lose and stagger, they get way more cart presence for the time they
Mhm.
gain from capping than if you don't touch, get ult charge from poking them, and don't stagger.
Yeah.
So it's actually a miracle that you're already at a 40% to blade after you solo bladed that Vara, but now you're definitely
I think
dead.
this entire time I was like thinking in my head, don't peek OC, don't peek OC, and then I just like dashed
Oh,
right into OC.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
no,
So that's what I'm saying. Like, most people
I don't
don't
have
have
advice.
incorrect game sense, they have incorrect information. But right now, I can't tell with you. Like, I think your game sense is fine, but like, then you make a decision like that, you know? And you had all the
Yeah.
information, like, they were all on your screen, but you still went for it. But like, when I
I
pause
think
and
me
ask
having
you,
the mhm.
yeah, like, you have the information. I just don't think you think about it the same way when you're playing versus when you're looking at it.
Mhm.
So like, I don't think you have bad game sense. You don't have bad game sense. You have bad decision making. That's
Yeah.
what you. So you have good game sense and you have decent awareness. You could look around a little bit more, but you just have
Mhm.
bad decision making, which is why that step 3, that reassessment, is so important because that reassessment keeps your decision making in check.
Yeah.
And even step 1, part of staging is scouting, right? You
Mhm.
didn't even do a step 1. You just jumped over, saw 4, and dashed.
Yeah.
So,
That time, like,
like,
I don't think I do set up enough, but I think that time was just trying to get a touch.
to be fair, that time is trying to get a touch,
Very
but
rushed.
I am a big fan of beating a dead horse to make my point known. So, what's your play?
Mhm.
Because you're not staging right now.
I don't have a play. I think I'm just
Yeah,
shooting down main for fun.
exactly. When we already established one of the best things you could probably do on this team is just take a rap. Like, if you started taking a rap, you'd see this, and you'd probably just do the
Yeah.
exact same thing you did this Mercy at the beginning of the game.
Mhm.
Especially because, like, look, 5 threats staring at you on your screen, no threats looking behind them on your screen. Free rap. Because they're not even turning the corner. So you had a completely free wrap unless Sigma has, like, a massive brain when he sees you do this.
Mhm.
If he sees you do this. Honestly, I don't even know if you'd be looking up there. Yeah, bro's focused on your Mauga. Like, see, like, how you could be the best Genji in the world. Actually, there's literally only one way you can approach this if you're literally just cheating, which is you deflect your way up, or you just kind of float your way up and jump, and you dash right click one shot one of them, which requires them to not react at all. It requires them to not try and space your dash. It requires them to not slide if you dash right click the Sojourn. It requires the Kiri to not Suzu if you try and dash into her, which is a bunch of factors that you don't want to be gambling for.
Mhm.
So
I think the best Genji in the world would maybe play in a better position than this.
yeah, yeah. Because if you're capable of dash right click one shotting them, then don't gamble dying. Just do it from here. Like
Mhm.
so, even if you were the greatest Genji ever, it's still bad. You're gonna find something. So same thing, right? Are you playing to one shot her?
No, I was not.
So then why do this, right? The manga takes attention. And so all you need to do, literally all you need to do, is make sure Soj Sim aren't shooting you, and you can just right click her. Right click her once or twice, and you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna Guardian Angel, and then you can dash her while she GAs. But instead, right, you right click dash, and now it's all on everyone else, and you lost her. You have nothing for her. And you dead. So you committed your dash right click for something that if you weren't playing the one shotter, you shouldn't have done that, you know?
Hmm.
Especially because let's say you start right clicking her, and while you're right clicking her, you're scouting, right? So your Mauga goes in, you're right clicking her, your Mauga caged, you're completely safe. You don't commit your dash, you're right clicking her. You can see Mercy, Discorded Kiri, or Sojourn. Literally any of them are a target, or Sigma in the cage. And you still have your dash. This is killable. You just sit on the cage, you right click her head, and then you dash melee.
Hmm.
So like you have literally everyone here is pressurable by you because the Sojourn Burn Slide and the Mauga run. But because you already burned your dash, you can't find any of it. So your best chance here is to try and find the Sigma in the cage. But then you're open peeking a Sojourn while fighting Mercy without deflecting. Like right now, you're gambling the Sojourn doesn't shoot you, but I guess you were also gambling whether or not you were in the cage. And you weren't
Yeah,
in the
I think
cage.
like this entire like it's definitely decision making because I know the entire time like this specific fight I was like, don't peek Sojourn, don't peek Sojourn in my head, and I was like just right clicking Mercy instead of like deflecting or like
Yeah.
going through a different
Or
angle.
like none of them even know you're here. Like just right click one of these and dead, dash, dead. Right
Mhm.
click, cage goes down, kill her, you know?
Yeah.
Like Kiriko was one, the Mercy was low. Mercy was low because you were right clicking her, to be fair, but the Mercy was killable if you kept your dash,
Did Blossom
etc.
just kill nothing because of Suzu?
Yep.
In the
And
cage?
the cage was near breaking / its end because the sim was farming it at the early part of it. So they just kind of ran out after the Suzu. Fortunately, your team won. All right. First part of the flow chart. Scout and stage. I'm not seeing you do it. You see Soj. All right. So you have information. The Soj is forced out. How are you going to stage? You know the Sig's down here. You know the Soj has no slide. She's going to come up through the streets.
Now that I'm looking at it, I said I'd go left, and I
Okay,
think
big.
this time I do.
I like the pressure. Cool. Just make sure you don't die.
Yeah, I
You force
really don't.
Suzu. Yeah, you didn't necessarily have to commit to it, but you force Suzu. You're peeking a Sojourn. Big deflect. Nice kill. She may res, so just can't.
I could have done like so much better.
You you also just could have like so
I could have hit 2 slashes and then
look at
dash.
her.
I could have just right clicked
Just
her.
look at her. You just murdered a Sojourn in front of her eyes. She's discorded and she's in Valk. What is she gonna do?
Um, res the
So
Sojourn.
just double jump and right click her head. Right click melee dasher. Literally.
Mhm.
Look. Let's assume you. She's already going for it. Look. And you pull. Actually, you pulling blade makes it so you don't kill her. All you have to do here is she's going for the res. Just double jump, right click. Like, literally, you don't have to move your mouse to anything. Double jump, right click melee, dash. She's dead. Why? And yeah, like you said, you slash dasher into the sky. Yeah, of course he flies away. You find the Soj, thank God. You deflect. Oh my gosh, she wants you. Yeah. Yeah. Could have been played a lot better. A lot better.
Yeah.
And again, it's just you just all you need to do. Like I know Genji feels like a super fast character, and there are times where you do have to go fast, but you don't have to do it all the time, right?
Or
Also,
is that
you
just a
know, like
combination of going both too fast and too slow? Because like I both wait for so long to pull deflect that like while she's like standing completely still, I'm just like pulling it out, and
well, it's more
or
of a
just
like
like
a
right
you
clicking it.
shouldn't have had to deflect in this at 1 HP in this situation in the first place. Talking about
Mhm.
here after you kill the Soj, like the Soj just hits a
Oh, I
billion
know, like
damage on you.
uh when she's like GAing into res that,
Oh,
like I
oh, you talking about
both
to pull the
do
blade?
resing and then also just like blade way too late if I wanted to
Yeah.
kill that.
Yeah, I think it's just you get flustered. Like you think you have to play it fast, which is why you pulled blade. So like, technically, yeah, if you pulled blade sooner, it would have been better. But like, you just didn't need to pull blade at all.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you didn't pull blade sooner, I think the dash is more of a sin than you pulling it later.
Mm-hmm.
Because you should have gone for dash, a slash, and then slash dash. And if she flew away after the first slash, then you just kill Sojourn with slash dash slash. And then neither of these things happen.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, does
um,
Sojourn not get dash back or slide?
no, she doesn't have slide. I guess she didn't go. What? She just
Um.
egoed you. She just egoed you. She just egoed you. She's
Oh.
truly just egoed you. You shouldn't have even gotten that kill, actually.
I 100% expected to die because I was like,
Yeah,
she's just gonna slide away and I
yeah.
don't have
And
dash.
if she did use her slide, if it was a better Sojourn, and you had your dash, you can chase. Obviously, the second slide's gonna really suck, but maybe you can
Mm-hmm.
catch her before she pops the
To
second
some
slide.
extent.
You know? Yeah.
Or just like anyone else that was there.
Yeah. So like I think you're trying too hard to play fast when again reacting is always going to be slower than an informed reaction. So you should be trying to think about what they're going to do, predict them, and then react. So like when you stare that Mercy in the eyes, she's gonna res. So the second she goes for it, you can react by jumping into her face and right click meleeing her instead of going, oh my god, she's resing, blade. So there are times you have to play fast on Genji, the way the character is. But right now, you're so focused with playing fast that you're not playing around good information, which is a problem. You should be playing around good information first, and then understand that sometimes the execution has to be fast. But your thought process and your decision making shouldn't have to be ridiculously faster than any other character in this game.
Yeah.
Your execution maybe, but your decision making no. It's like same thing, right? Like, were you gonna one shot this Kiriko? Man, you really were feeling yourself. You were going
Would have
for
been
it.
nice too.
You were going for it. Honestly, I kind of respect that because you have deflect. I kind of respect it. Oh, did your right click did come out? Yeah, I kind of respect it. I do think you should have after you didn't one shot her though and deflected your way. I think you should have really committed to deflecting your way out. But you deflect to try and like you're praying that someone's just gonna kill her into your deflect. But I
I think it's
think
like half because I'm unsure when to like just directly back straight out versus like wrap a wall so the rest of your team doesn't look at me.
but still, like if you're gonna wrap a wall, then back out like this. But like you're kind of see you walk into her.
Oh. Okay, that
That's
doesn't make
neither.
sense.
Yeah. So like you could back out to here, wrap the wall. You could try and back out fully because there's no beams or anything. If you're scared of the sig,
Mhm.
then you can back out like this, But like here, it's gonna be really risky because you have no dash, so you have to cross all of this, which would open the angle. So I'd say the best thing you can do is back out like this, and then you can hide here and get some peel while you come up through here, or at least
Mhm.
back out like this. Um, but yeah, you walk into her, and so now same idea, right? If you really want to be safe, you have to wait for your dash or cross this whole thing without getting shot at because you backed out like this instead of trying to cut off like this. You always want to play to cut off a choke. You want to escape in a way that cuts off the choke. So now you cut off the choke, but in order for you to really escape, you have to reopen the angle on the choke. which is horrendous. But if you
Yeah,
go
I feel like
here,
that.
you don't have to open the angle on the choke to really escape.
Yeah, I think that decision does kill me in like a few seconds.
Yeah, like unless they just don't hit anything for you on you in the next 3 seconds, you're so cooked. Or your Weaver's the goat. Oh,
Oh
she's
no,
dead.
I just killed myself actually.
Wow, she's not dead. You should be fine still. Oh, see, you're peeking it. Okay, let's see. I honestly think that Sojourn should die. I'm very curious as to how she didn't die. The Sojourn here. You right-click her. Oh, you rushed yourself again. You should have let yourself... Literally, if you wait half a second, you can right-click dash her like this. And then she dies.
Mhm.
But do you like
Does
melee
she
her?
slide drop or
Oh,
just
she
drop?
slide. So she just drops and then she slides, which is another reason why you should hold your dash, right? So like you right click her, just wait for your next right click. If she slides, catch her here and then dash out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like you always want to be trying to like hit a right click dash. You dash and then you don't melee either. So like you're not prepping for like you're trying to play to kill her with right dash right click, but then just waiting and right click dashing would be better. If you think you should die to dash melee, then you should have dash 180 melee. She would have died to it technically.
Mm-hmm.
But you were playing for dash right click when just waiting and right click dashing would have been so much better for you.
Yeah.
And then here this deflect is just cope. You're just really hoping you can somehow snipe the Sojourn. This is cope. This is a
Yeah.
cope deflect. And now she's OCing, and now you're dead. Which could have been avoided if you didn't cope deflect or rush. Because if you just didn't deflect, she OCs, you just cross deflect, and then you're fine. So, like I said, it's whenever there's any issue fundamentally with the flex DPS when it comes to a flex DPS with the mobility, it's those 4 steps. So, like, yeah, what was your plan here, right? You're up here. What's the plan? What are you playing for? What's your play?
Um, it was originally if Symmetra just TPs herself, I right click her,
Hmm.
maybe force her back to like cart,
Okay.
and then leave if I need to get healed,
Hmm.
and then everyone kind of showed up.
But like, how do you
But
know that this TP is going to be Sim or everyone? Because
I don't.
if you expect it to just be Sim, then shouldn't you be right here waiting to right click her? Is it back here?
I was gonna wait for her to like turn the corner slightly.
Oh, okay.
So like if
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
make her have more time to walk back to TP.
yeah. And yeah. Another thing is that like, if you wait for her to turn the corner slightly, unless you dash her instantly, your right click's not going to be as good.
Yeah, I'm too far.
Yeah. So that's why I was saying you should be up here, right? But like, if you're
Mhm.
here, like, let's say it is just Sim, you're still at a disadvantage. Because if she right clicks you, she's got the TP perk. Like, what are you going to do?
Mhm.
Because you can't
How much
deflect her
does the
beam.
TP perk like
Dude,
heal her shield again?
it's like 10, 20 per second. 20 per
Oh.
second. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's broken. This perk's broken.
It's so dumb.
This perk is broken, yeah.
So dumb. It's so
Yeah,
dumb.
remember
It's
we were
so dumb.
talking yesterday about some of the most broken perks? I think I mentioned this perk. It's very broken. So she's basically got like a mini Ayari pylon on her that she can teleport back and forth with, and you're not in right click range.
That's lovely.
Yeah, your life weaver's the goat. Okay, so you burned all your cooldowns. You know what that means? It means you can't keep going, which means you should reset to step
Mhm.
1. So you have information. You know there's a Sojourn, Symmetra, Kiriko. I guess technically you should also assume there's a Mercy because you see the Sojourn getting pocketed. Up there, right? So you should be staging and making your next plan based on that information.
I think I go to like this window here and try and like look for a dash right click.
Okay. Tragic?
And
You went for
I
it though?
right click the
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about mechanics right now unless it's egregious. Okay, so I think that's egregious. Okay. Let's talk about it.
Wait, the Mercy that was standing still?
Yes. So, all mercies are going to react. And if she's standing still, this is my point. If she's standing still, why don't you just put a left click in her head?
Oh, I don't left click when I okay. I'm realizing now I don't left click when I like fully engage rather than like just poke for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, but like if she's standing still, it's the same thing, right? It's gonna be much more consistent than you having to hit a 180 right click while measuring your dash with a ruler into the Mercy who can GA at any time.
I think I was more confident in doing that than hitting a left click.
Really hitting it while she's like, you don't even have to. You don't even have to triple dink her. You just have to hit it because you know what she does. You know what happens to the Mercy when you hit your left click. She starts moving, and then you can look for the right click dash on her. Or if she backs up, you can wall climb up here and then just start right clicking her. Like you don't have to burn everything on her. You're playing it too fast. Is again what I mean. So like you've identified a target, and your brain goes, the only way to engage on this target is dash right click one shot. The only way you could have, I would have respected you more if you wall climbed up here to just right click her like this, and then right click dashed her. You know, like there, it would have been cool if you hit this, but there's like no practical reason for you to need to one shot this Mercy right now.
Because it'll just waste dash.
Yeah, well, waste dash. It's a gamble, and there's like, do you have any reason to believe that Mercy needs to die in this frame? Not in like 5 seconds potentially. You've got Cage on point.
Would be
You've
cool if
got.
she does.
It would be
Question mark?
cool, but you don't have any reason to believe she needs to, right?
Like there's just better targets to shoot at.
Well, like, not that there's better targets to shoot at, just that like you winning this fight doesn't hinge on this Mercy dying in the next second, does it?
Oh no.
Yeah. So then there's no reason for you to just go for the dash right click, like just for the one shot. When you have, there's no reason for you to go for the one shot when you have so many other options. If you didn't have a lot of other options, I could respect it. Like the Sojourn with the Mercy pocket, like you can't play slow into her. So you going for it to try and force her out, I respect that. That's fine, right? But this, you have every option in the book, including not shooting her and going for something else. So you just don't need to go for like the one shot because you miss. It's just a gamble. Like, and again, every character with mobility, when a Genji dashes onto them, is going to do what? They're going to use their mobility. So like, not only is it hard to hit the one shot, if the Mercy reacts fast enough, you just can't hit it unless she's down her GA. So like, you're probably going to find this Mercy anyway. She's in cage. But see how it ended up boiling down to the same thing anyways? And it probably would have been faster if you just hit her with a triple dink left click dash.
Mm-hmm.
Good dash? Well, kind of good. I don't know if you had the information of
like,
that, the fact that I think you should have dashed high ground or towards the Sigma. I like the
should have
dodge.
been aware that their team was there, but
Yeah. I think even without their team there, I like this dash more because you know your Malga Juno's over here and their Sigma's low.
definitely, yeah.
So like even if like let's say the Sigma had 4 people on him, I still think you dash this way and then maybe like go for a wall climb if it's not safe.
Mm-hmm. Or if I did dash the other way, I just dashed to high ground instead of.
Yeah. Yeah, tragic. I think you have to deflect when you're out of the sim range, but she was going to kill you anyway. Never mind.
Mhm.
Maybe she was maybe going to kill you anyways. She's more concerned with escaping Malga. You know, it would be a great Symmetra nerf if everyone could use their TV. Oh, baby.
Here, I think I just try and build Blade as fast as I can, and then I just die when I pull it.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to build Blade here. Just because your Malga's getting pushed in and there's a Symmetra with full beam. Yeah, you really are, like, left-click allergic. Ooh! Is this going to be on your lowlights? Why is he ulting?
Alright.
So, if your plan was to build Blade, why did you fight Kiri so directly? Like, don't you think that it's best for you to be healthy as possible when you have Blade? So, like, why not deflect as soon as possible on the Kiri? Or, like, put space between you and the Kiri just to, like, farm Blade? Like, if the plan's to build Blade to murder them, why risk your health and safety dueling a Kiri when you're 95?
All I was thinking about was just like getting as much damage as possible to like get the blade.
You didn't think about how you may die when you pull the Blade. See, same theme. You're not thinking about how they kill you. So like if your brain should be like, while you're farming blade, you should be farming blade as safely as possible and as fast as possible, so that when you pull the blade, it means something. Because you're basically saying blade's my only win con, so you better not be 6 HP when you pull it. And you dash her. You commit the dash under her. So that just makes it so this entire period of you pulling the blade is like a period you can just get shot. So like I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if you just die here before the blade really. Yep. It's like dashing into people and then blading, unless you're in a really good situation, is so 2018. That's in the past. Because the time frame in which you're pulling the blade, unless you have a massive advantage, is just a period for you to get shot at.
Yeah. And like I know I should be like blading behind cover or like wall climbed, jump blading.
Yeah.
Or no, wall
Can I
climb,
also
blade,
say
jump.
something that I've been
I just
saying
don't do
about
that
you
enough.
since I saw you the first time I saw you in tryouts, Arya?
Mhm.
Your mechanics are so fucking good. If you just made a good decision once again, it would you would genuinely be champ. It's not even a joke. Your mechanics are insane.
Dude, I've talked about this so many times. Literally
You're
last
so
time
good
on their
mechanically.
warm-up scrim, I was like, yo, Arya's the best player in the world if he doesn't die randomly every 30 seconds.
Like actually, you literally just pull fucking one shots out of thin air.
You're,
It's
you're,
crazy.
you're the craziest player
I
in
don't
the
know how
game.
it happened.
If you don't die in the first 2 seconds in a fight once every 3 fights. It's really just that. Like, I
It's
need
not
you.
even a joke.
You don't even need to
Why-
focus on your mechanics. Like, you legitimately need to focus on nothing except your decision making. So, like here, come on, come on, come on,
I don't even
come
think the
on,
position's
like
bad
come
if you
on.
have-
After
if you
The
have
position's
I
not bad if you have your
burned
cooldowns, but yeah, like, so like, what's the plan here?
Even
Like,
if-
you
even if just
deflect.
dash.
Yeah, honestly,
Either deflect or just deflect.
yeah, and then you
Either
go.
one is fine.
Why burn both your cooldowns just to get point blank range with the Q? She has Suzu.
I was
Did it-
legitimately not thinking about that until after I died.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't even occur in your mind that other people can kill you.
Ah,
like you're playing versus AI. Like this Kiriko can kill you. And the crazy part is, without Suzu, you have a chance to win if you just right click her head here. Another thing is that, like, so you took a bad fight because you're not doing the Genji thing, where mechanically what you want to do is you want to be as close to her as possible. But here, you start backing up with your jumps. If you were really committed to winning this fight, you would have jumped over her like this, so you could be on top of her. But you back up, which gives her the angle.
I think I might get slightly more sentient after that. How many deaths do I have at this point
Have you?
of the map?
I think there's like 8. Oh my god, I'm the goat. You're literally. Hello.
How's it going? How's the review?
I'm beating the dead horse. Arya, you
Still
die
54.
8.82 times per 10 minutes. You spend 80 seconds or more. I'm not even going to say or less because that will diminish my point. Actually, I'm rounding to 9. You spend 90 seconds every 10 minutes in the spawn, Arya. That's a minute and a half. You spend 15% of your gameplay dead or in spawn. And if we say it takes you 5 to 10 seconds to rotate, you spend 30%. You spend about a third of your gameplay dead or in spawn, Arya. A third.
No fear, bro. No
A
fear.
third.
This guy
So-
this
so
guy
Arya-
He's so
wins
good
every
mechanically,
game.
by the way.
Yeah, Arya,
We're not
Arya.
so
No,
good
it is.
mechanically
Yeah,
because
you're-
he just thinks
because he
everyone's
has
just
to.
worse than him.
Well, no, but also, he literally, by necessity, has to be this good mechanically to stay here. By necessity, he can only be where he is because of how good you can only be where you are because of how good you are mechanically. By necessity, it's like survival of the fittest. If you weren't this good mechanically, you'd be in gold. Like it's literally survival of the fittest. So we're gonna do some simple math, Arya. You are losing 30% of your value. 30% of your value. These 18 elims, easily could be 24 or more, because actually it's compounding. When you live longer, you get more opportunities. So it's not even just 30% of your value. You're probably losing 50% of your value. This 18 elims could be 27 or more. This 7k damage could be 10k or more. Like, my God. 10 of your 18 kills are final blows. This is crazy. This is crazy to me. 3 blade kills, that could be 4, 5, or 6. Not to mention the amount of
at 1 HP. Not if he keeps bleeding at 1 HP.
Yeah, and you're bleeding at 1
Stop
HP.
doing that.
Well, that's part of his deaths. What was your question?
I know. Oh, sorry.
You had a question while I was looking at your stats.
Oh, you said like 10 final blows is crazy.
Yeah.
Out of 18.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
You have a 66% like finishing rate. Like you're the person finishing kills most of the time, and it's probably higher in scrims.
I think scrims I might die slightly. Actually, I lied. No, I just
No, yeah, you lied because it's easier for a coordinated team to punish this play. You just lied. You die. It's actually a miracle that you don't die more than you do in competitive games and scrims. You die about the same amount, which is is insane. Actually, it's a true testament to your mechanical skill, because you definitely should be dying way more in scrims than you do in competitive games. But that's just like it's pointing out a fundamental issue that you are having. I'm telling you, when you play the game, you don't need to focus on anything else right now. Like, actually, your path to greatness is going to be way easier than everyone else's, because you have one thing to focus on until like GM. Then we can talk more about mechanics and stuff. At least on Genji. I can't testify for like your other characters because I haven't really seen them. But at least on Genji, like until like high master or like GM, like all you need to focus on is just your decision making, which will probably just improve your movement and stuff, which will inherently improve your mechanics anyways. Because just stuff like that small thing on Kiriko, like if you're committed to killing that Kiriko, you play to stay on top of her. That's a decision making thing. Of course, you shouldn't have even burned all your cooldowns before going on her, which is also a decision making thing. But all these things are decision making things. And so if you only focus on optimizing your decision making as much as possible, and you make progress with that, the amount of value you're going to get is going to skyrocket. Because right now you are hitting the world's tallest wall, right? And so instead of having linear growth, what you're going to do is you're going to start learning how to make like one decision better, and you're going to climb a stair. And then you're going to learn how to make 3 more decisions better, and you're going to climb, a hill. And you're going to just start getting way better just by having better decision making. Because you got the mechanics part.
accurate.
Overwatch is like, Overwatch values mechanics very much so, which is why I hate that I don't have mechanics. But you've got it down. All you need to do is know how to use them. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. All you need to do is know how to use them. I can't beat that dead horse enough. Whenever you are playing, that's all you need to prioritize practicing. If you're playing like Genji, at least. I can't testify for your other characters, but I bet it wouldn't hurt for your other characters too. Because this is a fundamental. So it's definitely going to translate to your other characters too. So. What is that? That's a teleporter. Is that a standing still target? What happened to I don't left click standing still targets?
This one I think I can probably hit.
But you can't hit the standing still Mercy or the standing still Fire Barrage, but the Sim TP, I got this. Come on.
Because it can't move, no?
Yeah, you believe.
I think that it just cannot move.
That's fair.
So he's like,
oh, big. Okay.
Like, how do you just do that up in air?
So you find the Mercy. It's actually another thing. Like, again, you have the mechanics. Just slow it down. Do you need to dash the Kiriko instantly? No. Give yourself half a second to line up the headshot right click and then dash so you're behind her. But you're rushing your dash right click so much that you end up here, and it's going to be really hard.
Mm-hmm.
You still hit those because you're better, but you almost kill her. Only almost kill her. If you hit the
I missed that again.
So you made your play. You should be reassessing. You didn't reassess. You just found Kiriko again and went, ooh! You rushed your shot again, too. Again, all you need to do with this Kiriko is hit your shot. Because you know she's 1 HP, right? Literally, all you need to do is hit your shot. You don't need to do it instantly. Just line up your crosshair. And if you see her start wall climbing, just line your crosshair on the wall climb, hit the right click, and she's dead. You're rushing.
Mhm.
It's not my tempo. It's not quite my tempo. I need to be the Whiplash drum teacher. Again, decision making. Like you don't have to rush it. You know she's 1 HP, but you don't have to rush it. All right, same thing. You got the 4 steps. You got to scout and stage. Signa Rock. You could left click him,
Around here, I
but
realized
right
that,
clicking is
why am
fine
I
from
just
this
shooting
range.
him?
Yeah. Okay, so you're scouting. Oh, so you saw the Kiri back there. So you're going for the flank. You're checking your Ram's position before you go for it. This is a little bit late, but I do appreciate you're checking your Ram's position through the wall. You find some mercy shots. Wait, so like, why don't you just do stuff like that like most of the time? Like that's good. Wait. So why did you rush every other mercy kill?
So,
Now
no,
you know
I
what
think
you
that was, like, I
should
feel like that was
rush.
kinda lucky.
It's kind of lucky, but also like, I think Sojourn pellets hitting your deflect. You know what you can do? Like either way, you probably deflect the mercy down to dash damage distance, and then you can just dash her and then dash out, and you're fine. Or the only thing you should be rushing at this point is because you're getting rolled by sim turrets and your face taking a sig. This is the only time you're allowed to rush is your dash out. But it's still reacting to a situation that you predict to happen. You should know that after you kill the mercy, you should dash out immediately. So your brain should already have a location where you're going to dash out to, which is going to be high ground or through main. Big. Cool. You found your value. Now what you do is you restage. Oh, May found a wall. You're the greatest. Because you didn't rush. You didn't rush. You know what you would have done on every other mercy engage? You would have peeked the mercy. You would have right-click dashed her into her whole team, greeted your deflect, hoped they killed their own mercy, and then had nowhere to go. You right-click the mercy twice. You see she's killable, and then you decide between dashing or deflecting to either get her low enough or like the kill with the deflect is kind of lucky, but the methodism, like the oh my god, methodology is correct. You playing it slow on the mercy. Like, I think the only thing you maybe could have done a little better is not fall in so much. Like, you could have tried to approach from a little higher, and then you wouldn't have been getting rolled by, like, sig shots. But the sim turrets are, like, frying you, which is a little unlucky. But, like, because if you did the same thing and, like, deflected from here, the sim turrets would still be frying you, but you'd see the mercy, right? So you know what the mercy's GAing to? She's crossing into her Soj. So even if you didn't kill her with the deflect, you know what you could have done? You could have dashed her. And if you hit the Soj with the dash 2, you'd see the Soj is 1 HP, and then you get a window of 1 right click. Yes, and your dash reset. So you get a window after you dash the mercy of 1 right click, and if you hit a good right click on the Soj, you dash her too. She's dead. You reassess. Do you escape to health pack? Escape to team? Escape to long angle? You got options. Or secret fourth option. They're not pushing you, so you just stay here and walk to the health pack, right? So the methodology was correct. That's why it's so much better.
I see. Okay. Thank you. That makes sense.
Yeah. You get kind of low, and it's kind of lucky because like sim turrets are frying you. But look, May hit something. You were staging. Now you found a pick. Reassess. So like, did you kind of rush it? Maybe. Is it fine? You have such an advantage. It is. But like, did you need to insta dash the sig? Right? I would say probably not. I would start. I think you should get closer. Left click him, right click him, and then you know what happens when he pops hands. Then you can dash right click him because then you can't fight back. So like here, you're kind of cooking your own information. Like let's say you go for the right click on the sig and the Sojourn just lasers you, you're dead. But like if you start getting closer to the sig and you peek this angle, like you can be wary of that, and then like get the sig low enough to right click dash.
I think I like expected that he'd dash, not the sig would dash. I mean that he would use hands. So I dashed to get behind him, like expecting he would.
That's fair, but see, like you're not even behind him anymore, right? So like he just walked away from you with hands because again, it's really risky to stay behind him with a Sojourn Kiri, and I'm assuming that's why you probably left behind them because you started getting like peppered by the Soj. Oh no, you just kind of move not great after the dash. Because like if you should know your dash is going to end up behind him, so instead of jumping like that, you should just stand still and back up. So you're like if your plan was really to kill him from hands, you should take the dash right click and instead of jumping, just move backwards after you 180. So like this movement is bad. If that's your plan.
I did plan to go behind those like walls there instead of like,
Okay. So then like what I'm saying is like, yeah, like if your plan is to go on, I think you just expected this Sigma to die. That's the thing that I'm seeing from your gameplay. Because if you didn't expect the Sigma to die and you're playing these walls as cover, you still move this way so you can jump over and shoot him. But like you play like you're dashing the Sigma and then he doesn't die and then you don't want to keep going. So see how you play it slow, which is fine. You have such an advantage. It doesn't technically matter, but it is. Yo, you're rushing so much. I don't even know where the Kiriko is. You're just rushing. Yeah, like you know how to hit a dash right click combo, right? So you hit the dash, you went for the right click. Now chill. Literally, you could stand still and nothing would happen to you. You could stand still watching the Kiri and nothing would happen. Just chill. There's nothing to rush. Just chill. Just chill. Just why'd you swing your mouse like that? She was on your screen. Right click, she's here, she's here, she's here. Why'd you why'd you go over here? Like you know she is, she's up, you saw her, why did you swing your mouse over here?
I don't know.
My only explanation is maybe you were resetting your mouse and you didn't actually take it off your mouse pad. That's the only thing I can really understand from that. And now you're confused. Oh my god. Okay, here he dies.
It's like I pre-fired the confusion because I was like, oh, not again. They're just like disappeared.
Yeah. Yes. So once again, just chill. You got that. You know you got that. You got the confidence to walk into 5 people and think you're gonna one-shot someone. Have the confidence to just watch the enemy team's movement. You know what I mean? Like the confidence is not an issue. Okay, so you got Blade. You're staging, but I have a look on my face right now. Wow. Okay. So I was going to say, but if you engage with the Blade, you need to be very specific about how you're going to go about it and what you're going to force. I don't know how you don't get burned way sooner because you don't dash. The Sim's kind of scared. The Moira fades nothing. Oh, she's just blind. She doesn't know where you are. Okay. So like all your threats that could kill you conveniently don't look at you. Then you go for Moira, but like again, yeah, they have Kirisuzu. So like Blade, even if you didn't specifically track Kirisuzu, unfortunately Blade is a snowbally enough ultimate, as I'm going to say, not weak enough, because it's kind of the same idea as Vendetta. It's a snowbally enough ultimate that you need to know that if you go in without your team really going in hard, they're just going to peel it, which is why I was against you engaging with that Blade. You did play it slow, which is fine. But like also, I think you want to know who you're gonna go on, like with this Blade. So like, you dash in the sky to get info. Oh, okay. So like, why not wait? Because if she goes forward, then you can look for Blade, right? So another thing is like, you dash in the sky, and like obviously it's part of the reason you dash in the sky so you can scout people. You can scout what's down here, right? Mm-hmm. But you're dashing to the sky, and you don't even need to scout what's down here because you had all the information when you did this. You know where they are. So like your brain, if you're going for the Blade, you should know like who you're going to go with, like go onto. And if the Cole's happening, you don't need to engage with Blade. Let your Cole walk you in, and then they have to respect the Cole, and then as they burn cooldowns, then you can find a Blade. Because like let's say you don't Blade here, right? They probably wouldn't have simwalled, but like you could have potentially just right click this, forced a fade, dash this, forced her out, TP or Suzu. If you force both, you know what you do. You get back here, and then you wall climb, you Blade, and you go for them. Or you come back here and you pull Blade and you dash them. You know? Here, this Blade's just far too raw for you to get anything. You find the Moira.
And I dash into it.
So, yeah, you dash instantly into a wall, and then you get so lucky that your Moira finds the Giri to give you the dash reset out. You can walk back in now.
I think I was,
Oh,
just
there's a sim on
hoping
point.
that,
Someone
like,
call him sim on point, yes.
after I bladed, the Moira would like go up with Cole.
Mm-hmm. You're rushing again.
This was
So like even
this was
like
insane.
going for the right click fast after the dash 180, I'm not going to flame too much, but you have a clear advantage here. She hasn't reacted to you, right? So we just talked about how movement reading is really important. You see she's walking left. You can take the half second to correct your mouse on the walk left. Like, what's going to happen to you?
Mhm.
Even if she does like do some insane 180 flick with her right click, like you still get a right click into her head and have an advantage on her.
Yeah.
All right,
I
do
was
it.
like looking at nothing for half of that.
Oh, and then you just dash her after that she TP's back. Oh, she kind of smoked you. Wow, she kind of diffed you. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. You've got the mechanics to be able to do it fast, but your mechanics will not only become cleaner, your decision making will become cleaner if you just slow yourself down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're gonna go fast, you need to have a really good reason to go fast. Like if I don't immediately dash out, I'm gonna explode. But you don't have that sensibility right now because you're not considering what makes you explode. Ooh, you kind of didn't scout. I think your camera movement was kind of bad there. That's why it's really hard to even know that the Sojourn was on your screen.
Yeah. Camera movement is like with the carry too. Something
Mm-hmm.
that is not great.
That's what I'm saying.
know.
Like it's part of like it's part of just like again decision making, right? Your camera movement should be mirroring your thought process and what you want to scout. So like clearly you're scouting the Sojourn here, and you saw her slide. Your camera movement has now changed because you don't feel any fear because of the Mei wall. Now you're looking at the angles again. So basically, your decision making should be like your camera movement should mirror the information you're scouting in your decision making. Okay, you're pressuring Soj. You kind of force a Cole. Annihilation comes out. You can maybe find a backline. Oh, Soj, what? Oh, tragic. You missed the deflect. You went for it. She's not on you. Okay, cool. You didn't have to rush it. Same thing. Just hit the right click. Big. See? Oh, so like, why rush it? Why rush it? Especially because
dash.
Yeah, and you actually don't even need to dash. You have no idea if this Moira has fade or not. Yes, you are full HP.
No idea.
Yeah, so you have no idea if she has fade or not. You're full HP, and Moira has a literal set amount of time it takes her to kill you. Like she can't mechanic better to make her DPS higher, so you don't have like a burst threat. So all you need to do is simplify your movement and focus on hitting your right clicks, and then if you force fade, then you can dash her. So after this, don't even dash. Just run into her and right click her to death. And then she's probably gonna fade, and then you can dash the fade. But again, you're full HP, you've got everything, and an advantage on a Moira, and you just insta dash. Why?
Yeah, I regret that like right after it did that because
In the same idea.
like compounding, like I started backing up instead of just like right clicking her walking
Exactly.
forward because I have no dash.
Yep. And another thing is like, I guess you're scared of the Moira matchup, but you have no cooldowns at this point. You might as well just commit to getting in her face and right clicking her to death.
Yeah.
Because the longer this fight takes, the worse it is for you. Okay, the fade was worse. Yeah. All that could be avoided if you had dash. You'd probably kill Moira and kill Sim. Because I believe in your mechanics. As well, like...
Still there if I just didn't
Yep.
do that.
Yep. And then another thing is, like, obviously, their comp is kind of hard for you. It's really hard for you to poke out Ram without getting punished. Sim turrets are going to be really annoying. Sim herself's going to be really annoying. Kiriko's always a pain because that character needs to be gutted. And Sojourn is also going to be a pain. So...
Kiriko needs buffs.
I think
2 weeks.
What an
I
insane
think there
sentence.
will be a Kahoot moment coming up.
Oh, no. Wait, big?
Like
Okay.
a joke, right?
Reassess?
Yes,
It's definitely a joke.
I'm the Kiriko player.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's gotta be a
Okay.
joke.
Still?
Yes, please.
What Kahoot moment could
Oh,
possibly come up? How could you possibly troll this? Ooh. Okay. Oh!
Yeah.
What are you? Were you there when I VOD reviewed Shine and I said, intent in Overwatch is really important. You should only be using things for very specific reasons. What are you blading? Like, I don't even...
I realized that right after I bladed, I was like, maybe there's a Moira that I can just like dash at if I had. Oh wait, I have that.
Yeah, like I refuse to believe you bladed thinking I'm gonna kill the Moira with it. The kill was already there. Your reaction time's faster than that. So what are you like? You got caught up in the adrenaline or something. And then why did you look for the longest dash in existence, right? Like clearly your team is fighting over a point, right? So like if you are gonna pull
Yeah.
blade, why didn't you go for this?
I don't know. This was just genuinely so bad. I don't know what I was doing.
Like that's what I mean. Like you should never play Overwatch and go, I don't know what I was doing here. Like even if you troll, there should still be a reason why. Like there should be a thought process
Yeah.
behind your trolling.
I was kind of surprised at the Morris died.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So just pushing you. She missed her disruptor. You're better. Tragic. Yeah. Like really, it's just the decision making.
Mhm.
It's definitely compounding. It's crazy. You're still doing more than your Reaper. What is Bro doing? Ramatra poke hurts.
I think I
So like
also
right
just
now,
got-
it feels like you're just
Yeah.
kind of like confused on what you want to go for. What? Man, you really thought you had that. You just didn't need to do that. You really didn't. Like it's not like Sojourn was on an angle where you really needed to force her out like that. Like you could have just wall climbed up and tried to play to right click in her interface to make her leave. You did not need to burn your dad. You did not need to do that. You just didn't need to do that because now you have nothing. Look, you're a cooldownless chud. Your character's worthless. Oh. Yeah, I'm confused because you're confused. Like I only know what's happening from audio cues, by the way. Because you're not scouting.
I think I might have just been too focused on the why did I blade.
you're still stun locked by the blade from like 60
Still.
seconds ago. Yeah, I would say the biggest thing is definitely decision making. And then I'd say something that will help you with that is the slowing down part. Right? So like
Yeah.
you're taking fights like you have to one shot them instantly. Like your time to kill is so short that you don't have to do it instantly. You can give yourself a little bit of time. So like, you're taking fights like that. Like you need to do that to every target, every single one. Like I need to one shot them like this every single time. I need to every single time. You're right clicking as soon as possible. But like you don't need to do that at all. Like you can do this. Give yourself half a second to process, then do it.
Mhm.
And it's just going to be more efficient because you're more consistent. And then as you get better at that, you know what you can do? You can translate that into doing this, you know?
Yeah.
So like slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And as you get better, you can start doing this consistently. But you first need to learn the... See how there's literally only a half-second difference?
Mhm.
You dash, you reassess their movement, you read their movement, and then you right-click.
Slow
But
is
you're
good,
like-
smooth is fast.
Exactly. And it's the same thing with your thought process.
Mhm.
Because you have the mechanics to be able to do it fast. The only time you fumble when you do it fast is because your fundamental decision-making needs work. Like the stuff like the movement reading, right? So like right now, you do not need to focus on like doing it faster or one-shotting people faster. You just need to focus on doing it right. And making sure that your decisions are correct, even if that means you slow down your gameplay a little bit. Because actually, slowing down that gameplay is going to make it so your decisions are better, which will let you play faster. So it feels
Okay.
kind of oxymoronic, but it's true.
Okay. That does make sense. I think on the decision making, I'm still like a little bit confused on like where I am right now because okay, would you be able to like I know you are busy, like really quickly skim through the next game that I just played, and in that game I had 0 deaths because I think I was both trying not to live, and in that I was like definitely playing safer and not as much thinking about how people would kill me.
Mhm.
But I'm wondering if I'm doing the same things there, or just like
Oh, so like you want to see the
better
difference if you're doing the
mechanics of
same
the other
things and
game?
just like
Yeah,
not
yeah.
getting punished, or if you're actually making a different decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll really quick skim through it. I'll look at like 3 plays and we'll make the decision based off that.
Okay. I sent the code in team chat
All right.
because I'm not sure if like it was just because the other team was just significantly worse and I was making the same mistakes.
Let's see. It could also be that they're like their team composition is less punishing to you, so it's easier for you to find like your one shots because the team comp on circuit and the map it was kind of punishing in combination. But let's see. I'm gonna do real quick. You're coming from left. It could also be you're just more comfortable playing in Lijiang. You're making a staging. You scouted it. I'm surprised you didn't dash that. You scouted the. You played the Genji fight slow. That's good. Wait, you're wrapping. You're looking for more. You dashed, but you had an escape plan. Nice. I think you're just playing better right now. I think it's a combination of both. Right now, you're playing better because you didn't instantly go in. Like, it took you a while to make your play, but you were still there pressuring them. And also, I think it's harder for them to punish you here. Wait, like, what? You're left clicking. What? Huh? You're scouting. you're pulling visual aggro. It's a miracle. Wait, you kill her? You kill. Oh, wait, you're just playing better. Wait, like, you're just playing better. Like, you're literally just playing better. Like, look, you're just playing better. So you're poking them with left click. You're tracking their rotation. You're pulling visual aggro. You're not committing. You're not committing. You're not committing. You're still pulling visual aggro. You're deflecting. You catch one of their mistakes. You punish it. The only bad thing was, I guess, technically the dash out could have been slightly cleaner because you have to deal with a Pharah, but you don't have a lot of places to go. I think maybe if you tried to dash for here and land in the point, your team can peel you. But like that entire interaction, you just played better than most of Circuit Royale.
Oh, okay.
And you're still out. Nice.
1 HP.
And you leave. Yeah, you don't chase her down, and your team... Like, it's both. I think so. It's both. Like, a better Pharah would have killed you there, but like also you just played that well. Kind of a greedy deflect, but not the worst. Well, you see Mizuki, you try going for it, you miss. That's fine. You play a location you can. You reset to a high ground where it's harder to punish them. You're wrapping for a potential play because you're coming up on Blade and your cooldowns. Brig contests you, so you leave. Good job. You get healed. You look for Blade. Pharah completely instant to you. You don't instant right-click that. You're playing it slowly. Okay, now that's kind of sinful because you could have just hit your shots, but like it's still. Oh my god. Okay, still that was kind of sinful. But like the way you played the Pharah interaction, like we had the exact same thing on Circuit, and on Circuit you just insta right-click dash her and blade her for no reason. Here you play it slow and like you just miss kind of. That's really it.
The right-click dash right there was a bit of a rush.
Yeah. So like you rushed a little bit and you missed. Because you should have totally killed her if you just like put a right click in her head early, because she was close to you a lot of the time. But like, yeah, maybe you mechanically misplayed and rushed a little bit, but like the way you actually played the fight was so much better because you didn't need to blade her there. You could have totally just accepted chunking her to half and left. So, but like right now you're just playing better. You get flashed. You respect the fact he can kill you, and you deflect and kill him. You're not re-engaging at 1 HP. You see the Mizu TP. Oh, that was the same issue of trying to insta-dash to punish the barrage when you didn't need to. But I honestly think you're just playing this game better. I think as well, the enemy is having a harder time punishing you. But I do think you're legitimately just playing the game better.
Oh, I think
so like, oh yeah, you waited.
It was like noon. Like I always try to like dash deflect noon or like.
Oh, you're trying to hog the glory. It's a glory moment. So like, look, you played it slow. The Pharah was poking you. You still played it slow. She makes a mistake. You try and capitalize. You get your dash reset. You chill. You're scouting. You deflect down main just to get some value. You're still scouting. You're still chilling. Your team's wrapping. And as your team's wrapping, you're wrapping looking for a play. You almost find the play. You get out instantly and take 0 damage while wrapping back to restage. You're just playing better. I think you may just have more experience on Lijiang as Genji or Lijiang in general that makes this happen. So like you could just be like This could be a symptom of you having more experience on the map that leads to your autopiloting just being much better. Wait, yeah, you find another. Nice. You don't overextend. You don't chase her. You're just playing better. You're playing better and you're being punished less. It's both at the same time. But also, like, when you die no times, it should be pretty easy to feel how much more value you're getting.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, that makes sense too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, look, the Risa's feeding. You find her. You reset back to a place you can stage. You don't overextend. You scout through main when you're crossing. You look for Genji. You find more. You're scouting. You're looking. You're scouting. You're rapping. They don't even know you're here. You're waiting. Your team's going. You didn't commit your dash instantly on the Moira. So you still have you had to dash out, but you forced her out. You forced her fade. You blade from a safe location, rush it a little bit mechanically, but the timing's good. You're just playing better. You're just playing better. I think that you still are suffering a bit from the rushing, which makes your plays a little less cleaner than they need to be. But the way you're restaging and scouting is better. Not perfect, could still be better, but it is still better. So, like, look, you're looking at like the entire time. I can tell that your plays you want to contest this Pharah. Why? Because you're taking cover and you're staring at her. She overextends. You don't rush it by insta dashing her. You right click her and then you finish. Rush that a little bit, but it's fine. You wanted to punish the Moira. It's fine. Like, if you have a way out and you have an advantage as your team, it's not the worst to, like, rush the dash. Oh, you're down one right now.
Same mistake of like.
Yeah, same mistake, because you could have just right-clicked her because she's not contesting you. If she was contesting you, I wouldn't mind you taking the dash to try and force a cooldown, but she's not contesting you. You could have just walked into her and right-clicked her. But in this instance, it's much less egregious because you already found the pick and your team's at an advantage, and the dash you took doesn't kill you. You're safe. Also, your team's down one this fight, and you still just win the game. You take cover from the Genji instead of just fighting him in the open in the cold. You're just playing better. You're just playing better. You find Genji, you look for him, you find him. You look for the Moira, you scout her with a left click. Mister, I don't left click people.
Oh.
You dash out. It's fine if you don't trust the bubble. You recontest. Yeah, you're playing better. Also, your team wins when they're down one. Yeah, playing better and the enemy team's punishing you less. You won the end of that game in a 4v5, by the way. So, yeah, that's the difference. You were definitely playing better, and you were getting punished less. And those two things compounded on you literally not dying and kind of farming the lobby.
Okay.
Yeah, another thing about you dying is, we haven't even talked about visual aggro. Like, sometimes you just being alive is a threat, especially if you start the game off really well. Like, then people are gonna hate you,
Like,
so they're gonna yeah. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that, but yes, they're gonna, if you start the game off well by just making good decisions, your existence starts to become a condition the enemy team has to play around, which is valuable by itself. But sometimes you just kill yourself, and so you being dead, like, let's say you were even the worst Genji in the world, you being dead is still losing value because the enemy team doesn't have to think about you. So, like, how I tell Eddie that the first step of a hitscan player is always removing or addressing their threats, you just did that for them. So especially if your team goes up against good hitscan players, if you die a lot, the hitscan player is going to farm your team, like, a lot.
I see.
But yeah, that's the big thing. And I think that the philosophy is a fundamental. This decision making thing is a fundamental. So, like, even though, like, let's say you don't have the mechanics on other characters, you're still going to vastly benefit by just having better decision making on every other character. Because fundamentals are things that transfer between characters. That makes sense?
I think my decision making is like a bit worse on other characters to some extent, because sometimes I'm just thinking of like, I would do this on Genji versus like, how do I do this same thing on a different character that can't?
Yeah, you haven't limit tested that character specifically, and that's fine. That's just learning a character.
Yeah, I think that'll just like take time, but
Yeah.
the decision making part makes a lot of sense. So thank you again.
Big. Yep.
Yeah, thank you so much. I might have like a tracer code some
Mhm.
other time of
Yeah.
this week that I'll try
Yeah.
and get.
No
'Cause,
problem.
Yeah, thank you.
Big.
I hope